I fall asleep, but it's a very fitful sleep.
Okay.
How about everybody else? What's everybody else doing?
Going to fucking bed. Climb back in my tent. I'm not about to just lay there.
Besides you, Devin.
I'm going back to sleep, but I'm sleeping in my armor.
Of note, for the GM's sake, I am sleeping like a baby, just because me and my connection to the Raven gives me a fair amount of security in this forest. I feel safe.
Yep, that's totally fine. Guys, you said you're sleeping in your armor?
Yes.
I did not.
I didn't ask you.
Well, since the danger has passed, Shump's just gonna go back to sleep as he was, I guess.
Okay. Devin, I figured you took your armor off considering how you explained that you felt safe. And you slept like a baby. I highly doubt you would sleep like a baby in your armor.
Well, yeah. Yeah, you said guys, so I answered as one of the guys.
That's
I
fair.
apologize.
That's fair. Okay. The rest of the night passes uneventfully. So it's now morning.
All right. I get up and I go back to the tree. I'm just kind of hanging out in the tree, collecting my thoughts about the previous night.
Poe wakes me up, and I step out of my tent as Poe runs around and squawks around the camp, waking up the rest of our party.
Rowena, you would notice this now. You didn't notice it so much earlier. And actually, everybody would notice something along these lines. But a lot of the blades of grass look like a blood red. And even the ground seems to have, like, little red lines running through it. And the tree on it, where you would normally see veins for water to flow through leaves and stuff, these are replaced with, like, blood red veins, almost like you would find in a body.
Exciting.
It's not like overtaking everything, but it's a little subtle.
Do I see this upon exiting the tent?
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk towards one of the trees and study it.
I'm gonna take a leaf off of the tree that I'm in, and I'm gonna just kind of like roll it in my fingers to see what comes out of the leaf. Should that be investigation?
No, that seems like a pretty easy thing to do. Shump, were you gonna say something?
No. Sorry.
Okay. Devin, how long would you say you study this for?
Poe landed on my shoulder and increased my vision, or enhanced it, and I tried to study it for any sort of a magical effect or what may have caused it.
Okay. That'll probably take a couple minutes.
Do I notice?
Roll?
No. You don't need to roll. Haley, when you're rolling it around, I mean, leaves don't really give out much water when you're just rolling them around. So you don't really notice anything other than, like, the veins in the leaf are just red.
Well, I was like thinking when you rub a leaf in your hand, you sometimes get the like the green kind of coming off of it. I didn't know if maybe it turned red or if it kept the same green.
The same thing would happen. I mean, some of the red would probably also come off, but it's still red underneath. And it feels a little bit more leathery than it should.
Okay.
Devin,
I'd like to point out that green we call chlorophyll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just...
I couldn't think of the name.
Yeah.
I kept on wanting to say chloroform, and that wasn't right.
Devin, are you simply performing like a what's the word I'm looking for? Basically, you're not touching it. You're just paying attention to the aura or magic around it and just seeing what you can see? Or are you physically examining the tree as well?
Both.
Both. Okay. You'd notice that near the base there seem to be more of these, and some of these are now external. And while touching it, it feels again leathery, almost kind of skin-like. And you don't notice any sort of magical presence around it. More so, you do in just where you guys are, just the location. Does that make sense?
Does it seem to be tied to just our specific location or the entire forest?
Roll Arcana. You can't tell.
I send Poe up into the sky a fair ways to see if there's a certain distance that this red grass stops from us.
Okay, roll his perception.
Hold on, go find his character sheet. Fuck. God damn it.
So to his west, he notices it's just a tree line, but as you go further east, the tree line gets denser and it turns less green and more of a brown and red. He doesn't notice anything specific, but...
Are we attempting to head east from our location to get towards the cave?
Yes, you are.
I relay this information to the rest of the party.
I hop back down from my tree and suggest that we keep going.
Shump will follow the group because he's the protector of the group.
Okay, so are you guys setting off?
Yes.
Agreed.
Okay. Let's move in and check in where you guys are. I think that's where I said you guys are now. Ish. About halfway through the day, this is where you are. Yeah, that'll work. You guys do notice this trend that things get increasingly more interesting in the same nature you noticed in the morning. And that aura you felt this morning, Devin, seems to be growing in strength. Not significantly, but definitely growing.
I press on.
Anybody doing anything of note while on this walk? Besides Devin paying attention to what's going on?
I'm walking, daggers always in my hand, and just looking around.
Okay.
Not for anything in particular per se, just keeping a watchful eye out on everything.
Alright, so at this point, it's evening, and you've made it to about there. And here, this is where the forest, you've basically left all that's green in the forest. And now the treetop is very high. The air is very, it smells really weird to you guys. There's no grass on the ground anymore. The dirt's all reddish tinted.
You cut out. Can you repeat that for me, please?
How far back?
The last thing that I heard before it disconnected me was that that's how far we got about halfway through the day, that we left everything that was green.
Okay, so yeah, the dirt is all tinted red. There's no leaves on the trees now. They're replaced by these red, almost vine-looking things that more or less block out most of the sunlight. And so the entire forest is tinted a red color. The air is very close and humid, but it's more of a clammy feeling than anything.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody doing anything?
I just yawned.
Okay.
Huh. I'm sending the bird up for spot checks every once in a little bit. Or actually, I'm going to have the bird fly over the party and just keep an eye out.
Okay. Shump?
I mean, Shump's just sticking with the group. He's not really doing anything out of the ordinary because he doesn't need to. There's no call for arms right now.
Okay. Kaz?
Oh,
Oh.
sorry. I'll go after Isaac.
I'm just walking.
You guys studying anything? Or you guys just think about that while Haley goes?
Well, I was just gonna say I'm walking next to Devin, and I lean over and ask, "Do you feel anything off about this place?"
Oh, most certainly. An arcane aura that's feeling fairly dark, the pressure rises. But an arcane aura does mean there's magic here.
And that's good.
It is.
Okay, as the evening draws closer, well, it's kind of it's more twilight right now. It's kind of hard to tell the difference in times as you're going through here, since the sun is so obstructed, and it is getting increasingly more obstructed as you move through. But later into the evening, you spot a large figure moving in the distance in front of you. Seems to just be walking perpendicular to your path.
Did Poe spot this before we were getting there?
I mean, he's way in front of you, so this is probably Poe spotting it and relaying it to you more than you seeing it.
Okay. I tell Poe to go and get a better look at him.
Okay.
And I'm telling the rest of the party what I'm seeing as well.
Takes him a little bit to get there. How does everyone respond?
Not exactly sure.
What does that mean?
Well, there's no immediate threat, so Shump isn't necessarily, ready to go fight, but he's not, I guess he's concerned.
Okay.
Well, actually, I guess he's not even concerned because he's an orc and a barbarian. So, he's just like, whatever, I guess.
I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat one of my rations.
Good old Vegavith. Kaz? Kaz?
I don't think there's a good reason for anyone to be out this far into this creepy woods.
Is that what he says? That's right. Never mind. He does say that. Sorry, I forgot my rule for a second there. Okay, Poe gets there, comes back, and reports that it's a rather medium-sized troll walking. Walking rather slowly at that.
Are trolls normal for this area?
How would you know?
I ask Vegavith, hey, have you ever fought a troll before?
Not that I can remember.
Do you think this might be a more worthy challenge than a bear?
Depends on how big it is.
What kind of size is Poe relaying for me there?
Large-ish.
Okay, are we talking bigger than a bear?
Yeah.
I look to Vegavith and I use my minor illusion and I show him the size of the troll and I go, huh?
Ooh, so bigger than this, and then I show him my bear's head that I have.
You're looking at the illusion of the troll I'm looking at.
It's not a very smart giant or Goliath.
My depth perception isn't very good.
I look from the illusion to the bear head to the illusion, and I look back at the bear head and I go, yes.
Wow, let's go fight it.
All right, I should probably find stats for
And
this.
I point him in
turn
the
my
right
push to talk off
direction.
so I can talk over him a little bit without them hearing.
I start running in that direction.
I look at the rest of the party and I go, well, he's going to take most of the hits. Guess we better back him up. And I continue on behind Vegavith.
I sigh deeply and follow.
One second. Okay. So
Jump's gonna follow the group.
this thing is now directly in front of you. It was off to the side a little bit, but he's been walking perpendicular to you guys again. But you are about 200 feet away from him. He doesn't seem to notice. He's just kind of dragging like half of a log behind him. It's just dragging on the ground.
Hold on, let me see what the range of this spell is. Jesus Christ. Alright, well. Shit. Fuck. God damn it. Piss. Ass.
Vegavith, which languages do you know?
Oh shoot, I don't think it's on D20. Let me pull up my sheet.
Okay.
All
Well,
right.
common and giant, and then there's a third one. I can't remember the third one.
Oh, yeah, that's good enough.
I guess I'm not doing anything.
Why?
The range of my spell is not far enough for me to do anything fancy.
Okay, I was concerned that I talked over you and just ignored what she said. So
No. I'm just
Okay.
I can't do anything, so I'm not going to do anything.
Okay. I mean, you could try and close range to do something.
Well, I mean, the giant's still charging, yes?
He's not charging, no. He's just casually walking.
It
Vegavith.
doesn't see us, right?
He's a troll. We have a giant in our party.
Oh, Vegavith's charging right now. Oh. Right.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
said I was running in that direction.
Okay. So the troll notices you, and you're probably about 50 feet away, and in giant he says, "Oh, hey there."
So I'm slowing down and coming to a stop about 60 feet away from this guy.
Vegavith, how do you respond?
I slow up a little bit, clearly confused that somebody's speaking a language I haven't heard in years.
I hold out a hand to stop the rest of the party before they do anything aggressive.
I skid to a halt behind Evan.
I'll stop.
What you doing there?
Oh, right. I forgot about the. Okay, sorry. We were going to kill you,
Oh,
but you're talking to me.
yeah.
I'm confused.
Okay.
Should
I
so
Devin
we're going to continue
facepalms.
to kill you
Why?
because you're big and you look like you put up a good fight.
I mean, okay. Can I at least go home and tell my wife first?
Oh,
I'm gonna look over at Devin. Why are we doing this?
I shrug.
1 second.
Well, hey there, little fella.
well, hey
Sorry.
there.
Oh, we were emulating the video she just posted. Nobody can understand this guy at this point, by the way. Only Vagabeth understands what he's saying.
I know, just
Yeah, I
hearing
know.
you talk, it just reminded me of that. I had to share it.
I totally forgot about that. Okay, so in common, I'm gonna say to the party, he's talking to me, guys. He says he has a wife.
Yes, many a warrior has a wife.
But he's a troll.
Even trolls can be warriors.
Do we need to fight him?
Well, there is no particular need, but you said you wished for a challenge. A troll is a mighty challenge.
Well, I respect other warriors and their accomplishments, and until I had, what am I trying to say? Up until now, I thought that he needed to die.
Well, then perhaps he does not. We do not have to kill him. Do you not wish to kill him?
I no longer do.
Excellent. Then we can continue.
Tell him we're just passing through. We mean him no harm.
In Giant, back to the troll. I apologize for the confusion. I'm not a very smart Goliath. We're just going to be passing through.
What could you
Ask
be
him.
passing through for? There's nothing over there.
Ask if he knows how to get to the Keep of the Ancients.
One of my party members wants to know if you know how to get to the Keep of the Ancients.
The what?
Big gold.
I see the confused look on the troll's face, and I yell out to the Goliath, "Big stronghold, real old."
In Giant, to the troll. They say it's a very, very big stronghold. Very, very old.
Quite crumbling, made of stone.
Let's think. Oh, the cave. Oh, I know where that is. It's over there.
Would you mind showing us where it is?
I gotta get home. Dinner ready.
He says he needs to go home to get dinner ready. In Giant, back to him. Could you at least point us in the right direction?
Sure. And he points in this direction. It's about 2 days that way.
He says it's about 2 days in the direction that he's pointing.
All right, well, I guess we should get a move on. Tell him thank
I
you.
say, excellent. I ask if he uses gold as any amount of currency.
One of my party members wants to know if you'll accept gold as a form of currency.
No need for gold.
He says he doesn't need gold.
Tell him we killed 4 boar about a day's walk behind us, and then if he's welcome to him if he wants them.
If you would like boar, we had a run-in, and there happened to be a few dead back in the direction we were walking from, if you would like them.
Ooh, dinner tomorrow night.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
So that's that, I guess.
It's pretty dark out. You guys have a place to stay?
Well, we've just been camping in the woods so far. There was some weird, spooky stuff going on last night.
Yeah, it gets pretty spooky around here lately.
Just lately?
Yep.
Has something changed?
He kind of looks around at the trees. Yep.
Oh, are they still weird in the area that we are now?
Oh yeah. Getting worse.
Ooh. I start thinking.
What's everybody else doing while this conversation's
I
going
like how he has to say that he's starting to just think. Like, it's such a task.
on?
Fuck. So wait, did he offer us a place to stay?
No. I can ask him if we need a place to stay?
Yes, I tell you that a place of safety for the night would be a lovely change of pace.
Excuse me, Mr. Troll. I don't mean to impose, but if you had a safer place we could stay than the woods, we would greatly appreciate it.
Wait a minute. Out of character. Why the fuck did your Goliath just lapse into southern? What?
Well, I don't mean to impose, but
Why, scusa, Mr. Troll.
To-
We need...
To be fair, I've switched accents like 6 times while I'm voicing this guy.
Like the southern
well,
accent
you see
fits.
now, here in the Forest of the Forgotten, we do things a little different.
Well, shoot, all you had to do was ask.
Oh, yes, sir. Fucking...
definitely did not intend for that to come across.
All right, back to the characters.
He said to the party, he says, since we asked, he does. Right, Jake? That was the thing
That was,
happened?
yes.
Okay.
He didn't say it like I said it, but yeah, that's what he said.
Gotcha. So yeah, he does.
Well, let's get a move on then. I can't believe this is happening.
My party says that they'd be happy to stay with a troll.
All right, follow me. So you
I
guys
begin to follow him.
Yeah, Go ahead, everybody.
Yes, I continue behind the Goliath, keeping a fair distance, though.
Yep.
Does the troll smell?
I mean, it's a troll, yeah.
Okay.
Some pretty fierce.
Keeping a fair distance and following off to the side so as not to be downwind of him or catch the breeze as he's passing.
Okay. Might still need that. So, you guys get back to what looks like just essentially a bunch of logs stacked up against the front of a cave. It's a bit, he still has to duck to kind of get into it, but it's in the side of a decently sized hill, not exactly what I'd call a mountain. It was either somebody else dug it, like a dwarf, or like he just kind of started punching it to make it. But you go in, there's one main room, and it looks like there's a smaller room off to the side. And there's just a rock in the middle that looks like probably what he uses as a table, if anything. This guy is about 11 feet tall.
As we're entering, Poe flies up and perches on top of the door.
It's not necessarily a door, but there
Opening?
is some furniture that is rather tall.
Entrance.
Oh.
We lost Kaz. Alright.
Well, seems like a good time to take a break. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay. So yeah, you guys are in this guy's home now.
Okay.
Yay.
I ask Vegavith where the troll's wife is.
Excuse me, Mr. Troll. Where does your wife happen to be right now?
Oh, I lied.
He says he lied.
Why would he lie about having a wife?
Well, to be fair, I did say I wanted to kill him.
You make a good point. But still.
My party wants to know why you lied about having a wife.
Still alive, aren't I?
He says he's still alive, isn't he?
Okay. Alright. Okay,
Good-
fair enough.
Good point.
Goliath and Troll think similar.
Good to hear.
Does this mean we're best friends?
Did we just become best friends?
Nope.
I think we did.
There's so much room for activities.
There's actually not a lot of room for activities.
Aww. I guess we need to make a bunk bed.
Oh, fuck.
I can imagine this Goliath and a troll making bunk beds and camping out together.
No, it's just my favorite part is that from my character's perspective, I'm literally imagining this just be going like,
And that's not far off.
just the fucking conversation.
He says he has a wife.
Like in my character's mind, what the fuck could love that?
I mean, to be fair, that's how he looks at you.
I don't care. I'm clean and he's not.
That's not how he sees it. Okay, so yeah, you guys are in this guy's house. And yeah. Welcome, I suppose. You guys spend a little bit of time probably just chatting, Vegavith and this guy. The rest of you are probably sitting around, maybe making camp. I don't know.
I'm politely standing, noting the thick layer of dirt and probably ass on the chair.
Shump would be leaning against a wall.
I'm quietly just wandering around and looking at everything, completely baffled by how this creature lives.
There's not much to see, in all honesty. It's basically just a cave.
I ask the troll, "What is your most prized possession?" Or I ask the Goliath to relay that question.
He wants to know what your most prized possession is. And I point to Devin when I refer to he.
I make an addendum out of curiosity.
I don't think either of these guys are going to understand the word addendum.
He said something about
I
curiosity,
didn't
so I'm
say
assuming he's
addendum out
asking a
loud.
question.
Fuck.
You're in it.
Fair
He
enough.
says this is his most prized possession that we are currently inside.
Oh, and then I answer, fair enough.
He says this is a worthy prize.
Look, you. Can I just meta here for a second? Can we just appreciate the fact that what is arguably the least intelligent character is playing translator?
Yeah, no, trust me. Like from the beginning of this, I've just been kind of like sitting here going, "There's probably a fair amount getting lost in translation here. We're fucked."
I was thinking about doing that intentionally, but
You could. You absolutely could.
I've honestly been just kind of slack-jawed the entire time. It's all been happening.
Yeah, I mean, if you said something completely different in Troll, like, there's no way I would know.
And if you wanted to keep it an extra secret, you could whisper it to me, Vegavith. But I don't
Okay.
want to encourage that behavior, but it's definitely something you could do.
noted.
Alright, so the troll kind of goes about his business now. He's not exactly tidying up, but he's like pushing some like bones of previous meals off to the side. They definitely do not look like humanoid skeletons, mind you. They
For
look
answering
like
that
beasts.
question.
They look like beasts. Are you guys? It's getting
I'm
late.
getting
It's getting real late.
I'm gonna make a little camp by the door.
I asked the Goliath to relay the question of, would it be okay if I set up my tent in here? Preferably off to the side, not to be in your way.
Shady Dude wants to know if he can set up his tent inside.
Huh, yeah.
He says yes.
Excellent. I go ahead and start setting up my tent out of the way so that I don't get stepped on.
Probably intelligent.
Yeah, unlike the troll.
I shouldn't be tapping or bouncing my leg because the mic's picking it up. I'm sorry.
How about Shump?
Well, I would say Shump doesn't really trust this area, so he's probably not going to bed tonight.
How do orcs feel about trolls?
The troll doesn't seem to care. I wonder how Shump feels though.
Yeah.
I should probably look that up. Actually.
Yeah,
I'll do it
what?
later.
Yes.
Shump doesn't really reveal his feelings.
Shump doesn't have to have feelings. Shump's the guard.
I mean, sure. Yeah.
I didn't.
What's your favorite color? Yes.
Not a very good color. Doesn't have a very good flavor.
All right. Well, Rowena's going to bed.
Yeah, I go
Okay.
ahead and begin my rest.
Alright, so I assume you all guys get ready for bed or Shump stays awake. And yeah, the night passes uneventfully.